everyone, it's your girl Sammy here, back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing the long-awaited Q&A, so let's just jump straight into this video. I'm just going to be popping up your question on the screen if you asked me a question, and I'll be responding to them. So let's just jump into the first question. So Gigi Genie Girl asked, what editing app do you use? So I use iMovie to edit my videos, and I'm actually doing a voiceover on iMovie right now, which is one of the cool features that iMovie allows you to do. You can also use transitions, backgrounds, titles, audio, and you have a My Media option. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do on iMovie, and yeah, I just have a lot of fun editing. So to answer your question again, I use iMovie to edit my videos. So moving on to the next question, the gamer asked, thumbnail vid? Can you do how to make thumbnails? To answer your question, I don't know if this is for the Q&A, but I'm going to answer it anyways, just in case any of you are wondering. But I actually will be doing a video on how I make my thumbnails, and it's going to be pretty soon. I don't know if it's going to be this month, but I'm going to definitely make that video because a lot of people have been asking me how I make my thumbnails. So yeah, so the answer to that question is yes. The actual Q&A question is, what's your age? So if you guys were wondering, I'm 13 years old, I just graduated from grade 8, and I'm moving on to my first year in high school next year. I'm a little bit nervous, but also excited for the most. So to answer your question, I'm 13. Moving on to the next question. Do you have Discord? If you do, can you call me and let's play? So I actually do have a Discord set up. I have an account and everything. Every time I use Discord on my computer and I try to call somebody, I can't hear them and they can't hear me. I'm pretty sure you need a mic, which probably might be the problem, but I won't be calling anybody. I won't be calling any of my subscribers right now because I still have to get everything figured out. So as of now, I won't be adding or calling anybody on Discord, but maybe that can be a future thing. She also asked, how do you edit and what do you use for editing? So I actually already answered this question, but I'm going to answer it again. I use iMovie to edit my videos. Next, she asked, how do you make a thumbnail? So I actually use a really cool site called PicMonkey. PicMonkey is an amazing site, and it's actually a photo editor, but I use it for thumbnails. Not many YouTubers use this. I mean, at least I think, because a lot of YouTubers use advanced, editors and stuff like that to make their thumbnails, or like things that, require money. You can do things such as turn up saturation, turn down saturation. You can also crop things to make it smaller or bigger. You can also make edits on PicMonkey. I really recommend that you use PicMonkey for anybody new starting out on YouTube and you just want to make a basic thumbnail. Again, it's free to use. I'll actually leave the link to the site in the description down below. So to answer your question again, I use PicMonkey to edit my thumbnails. And the last question she asked was, what do you use to record? Now, I use QuickTime Player to record. I'm not sure if I already answered this question. I actually started out using OBS to record my videos, which is open broadcast software, I believe, and it was like giving me way too many problems. There was glitching and my bitrate was too high and I just couldn't get the right settings. So I just switched to QuickTime Player and it's honestly amazing and I really recommend it. So thank you for all those questions, Yana's World. So Eddie Ordonez and Natalie Ordonez, I know that I'm probably butchering your last name right now, but I don't know how to pronounce it, but they asked me questions on IG. So first we're going to start with Natalie Ordonez, aka Lazy Fuzzy Panda. So the first question is, where did you find the passion to do YouTube? So this is a very common question, and I really like this question. So basically, I started out by just watching YouTubers. I actually started out by watching vlogging channels and people who used to do DIYs like Lore DIY. And the first gamer that I actually watched was LD Shadow Lady, and then I just started to watch even more gamers, and I started to, have a passion for gaming, and so I started playing Roblox, and then when I started to, get more into YouTube, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a channel. So basically, I guess I could say that LD Shadow Lady inspired me to make my channel. Her videos are amazing. I really recommend that you go and watch them. And there's a lot of YouTubers who actually inspired me. And Ashley the Unicorn, Gamer Girl, aka Karina OMG. There's just so many YouTubers out there that inspired me to create my channel. So I'm going to be linking a couple of their channels in the description down below because they're just amazing YouTubers. Question number 2. How do you still maintain to do school and YouTube at the same time? This is actually a very good question. So basically, I was always told from the start that, school comes first. So before summer started and I was still in school, I would always just come home, finish my homework if I had it, I would finish my projects and all of my assignments, and then I'd hop on YouTube. And the thing is, that's why some days I couldn't record because I was so busy with school. I don't know if I answered your question correctly, but I would just say that school comes first and then I do YouTube right after that. So yeah, that's basically what I do. Number 3, do you consider me and my brothers as friends or just subscribers? Be honest. So this is actually another good question because a lot of my subscribers probably just think that I think of them as, fans, and I don't even like to say fans. I just like to say subscribers. I do consider you guys as friends, so to answer your question, yes, I do consider you and your brother as friends and subscribers, obviously, so basically both. I don't really like to say fans because that's more of a celebrity thing, and I'm nowhere close to being a celebrity. So moving on to the next question, she asked, when do you plan to do a face reveal? I actually plan to do a face reveal at 500 subscribers, but I'm honestly not exactly sure. I don't really know because if it comes too fast, I might be a little bit nervous because it's kind of like, it's not scary, but it's like people might judge you on your appearance, you know what I mean? And I don't want people to stop watching my videos because of the way I look. So basically, to answer your question, I don't really have a specific date, but if I were to do a face reveal, it would be close to 500 to 1,000 subscribers. Moving on to the next question, she asked, do you still plan on doing YouTube in the near future? I do plan on doing a YouTube in the near future. I honestly plan on doing YouTube forever. I mean, as I start to age and get older, I'm not going to be doing YouTube videos. Like, let's say I'm 90 years old, if I do, live to be that long. I don't know if I'm going to still make videos, but like, I'll still be active, probably still replying to you guys, and I'm not going to forget about you guys, like, ever, because you guys brought me here, and I'm not going to get out of doing YouTube because I just love it. It's so fun to just make videos and inspire people. So to answer your question, yes, I do plan on doing YouTube in the near future. Do you have any tips for people starting YouTube? My first and number 1 tip is be yourself, because if you're not yourself, like, people are not going to want to watch you because they're going to realize sooner or later that you're not acting like yourself and you're not being who you actually are. Just be who you are. Don't change for other people. Don't try to be somebody else who you're not. Just be yourself. That's my number 1 tip. I would say my second tip is just to use what you have, because when I started out on YouTube, all I had was headphones and a computer, and that's all I had, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use what I have. I actually went out and bought a mic, which actually barely works. It honestly didn't even change the sound quality, so that just goes to show that you could just use what you have to start your YouTube channel, and then you could, invest in getting other things in the future, just like I'm going to invest in getting a headset just to improve my audio. So yeah, I honestly use what I have, and that's probably the reason why my videos don't sound the best in terms of audio and quality, but I'm working on it. So to answer your question, my tips are be yourself and use what you have. Next question, who do you enjoy playing with? To be more specific, which one out of your brothers? This is actually a very easy question to answer, and I would pick my younger brother. I honestly really like making videos with him because he's actually been in a couple of my videos. We're also both interested in Roblox and basically the same games. And my older brother, mostly what he likes to play is Fortnite and shooting games, racing games, and I'm not really interested in those type of games. And also, whatever game that we play, no matter what game it is, he always has to turn everything into a competition or a challenge. So yeah, that's also a big reason why I don't really like playing with him, but it's still fun to play with both of them, but I just choose my younger brother because we both like Roblox. What would you do if you ever got a hate comment? So I actually have got, I think, about 1 or 2 hate comments, which is actually nothing to me, and I honestly think of those as funny comments. I think of hate comments as funny, and like basically one time somebody commented on my video and they said, ew, this video is horrible or something like that, and I can actually insert that comment right now. I'll pop it up on the screen somewhere. They said like something about, ew, your videos are so bad, and I honestly didn't even reply. I didn't delete it. I just left it there because at the end of the day, they're clearly bored. They have nothing to do, and if you think about it, who's just gonna sit there and comment on somebody's video? There has to be a reason why they're doing it, and that's clearly either because they're jealous. So I honestly don't know why anyone would be jealous. Anybody can start a YouTube channel. So for anybody that leaves hate comments on people's videos, just think about how you could be affecting people, and honestly just stop. That's all I have to say. So to answer your question, if I ever got a hate comment, what would I do? Just ignore them. Would you ever start a vlogging channel if you do a face reveal? So to answer your question, I'm actually not really sure because when I went on vacation, I planned on vlogging that, but I didn't have enough camera space to record. And yeah, I just didn't have enough space in general, so like I couldn't record that. So then I would have to invest in getting a camera, and I honestly just want to stick with doing regular gaming videos, so probably not. So to answer your question, I'm not sure, but if I had to choose, probably not. And the last question, she's like, last one, I swear. Would you ever travel to the USA? Now, as of now, definitely not, because right now we're working on our home and we're renovating it. So we're renovating it and we're actually fixing up a couple of things. By we, I mean my parents. I'm not doing anything but making videos. But if I were to ever move to the USA, it would be in a very long time from now when I move out, maybe just to go travel or go on a vacation. I mean, there's really nothing to do there, and I'm not saying no just because Donald Trump is there and he's like the president. I honestly have nothing against Donald Trump, but like everything that I've heard about him, I don't know, just doesn't really make me like him as a person. But I don't really have anything against him. So to answer your question, I'm gonna say no as of for now, but maybe when I get older and I move out, then maybe I will move to the USA. Now this is the last set of questions that I have for today's video. XX Lit Gamer Life XX is the one who asked all of these questions, so I'm going to be answering them one by one. So the first question he asked is, what made you start YouTube? As I said, I just basically got inspired by a whole bunch of other YouTubers, and I just thought it would be fun to start a channel. So that's how I got inspired to start my YouTube channel. Next question, do you and your brother like to travel? Definitely a no for my brother, and I could tell you that for a fact because actually a no for me and my brother, because all we really like to do is game, and we just love gaming. It's nice to travel around and, you know, get out of the house once in a while, but like most of the time we're just gaming and playing Roblox and making videos. So I'm gonna say no for that. A lot of people might be shocked, but honestly I don't really like traveling. So to answer your question, I'm just going to say no. Next question he asked is, what song do you like? My top 2 favorite songs as of now is Friends by Marshmello and Annie Marie, or Anne Marie. I'm probably butchering that right now, but anyways, let me know if I pronounced that right in the comments down below. But that's my favorite song as of now. And my second favorite song is I Like It by Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin. Next question is, have you got stung by a bee or a wasp? So this is quite common. I'm pretty sure every human in this world has got stung by a bee or some type of insect or something. So little story time. I think I was in grade 5 or 6 or even younger probably. I honestly don't remember. It was a very long time ago. But I got stung by a bee. I think it was actually my first time too, so it hurt so bad and I was crying. So these grade 8 girls came over and they're like, "What's wrong?" And they're like, did you get hurt or something? They're like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I got stung by a bee," and they started laughing, they started dying. I don't even know, now that I think of it, that's kind of dramatic that I was crying, but it really hurt. And I wasn't trying to be dramatic. Honestly, back then I just kind of used to cry for the littlest things. So to answer your question, I have got stung by a bee, but not a wasp. What's your favorite state or country that you've been to? For basically my entire life, I lived in Canada, and I haven't really been anywhere else out of the country, so I guess I'll just say Canada. And apparently, I don't know if this is true, but when my mom was pregnant with me, I went to New York, so I guess you can count that as like me being in New York when I was still in my mom's belly. So I guess, I don't know if that's 100% true, but I do believe that that's what my mom told me. But anyways, next question is, do you have a favorite country you want to visit? So I actually do. My grandma right now is in Grenada, and I'm gonna put like a flag on the screen right now just to show you which type of Grenada, because there's actually 2. I'm talking about the Caribbean Grenada, if you guys are wondering. I've never been there, and my grandparents are from there. They were born from there, and then they immigrated to Canada. So that's pretty cool. They're actually there right now, so that's pretty cool actually. Okay, so moving on to the next question, if I could find it. Do you have a oh no, I just answered that. Okay. What's your favorite flower? So I know this is really basic, but my favorite flower is a daisy. If I can like remember, there is another flower and it's so pretty. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen if I can remember. It's a really pretty flower, I just don't remember the name of it. I like daffodils and sunflowers. I can consider it a flower, but I also love dandelions. They're so cool. Like, they're so satisfying when you blow them, and like when you like make a wish with them. I used to make wishes with them when I was little, and they're so cool. So yeah, I would say a daisy, dandelion, sunflower, but like besides flowers, I would say a dandelion. Do you support all kind of people? So I don't know if you mean like all genders, like for example, like if you're gay or lesbian, bi, trans, anything like that. I actually do support all kind of people. I don't care what you look like, if you are a boy, a girl, if you're transgender, if you're bisexual, if you're gay, lesbian. I honestly don't care. I support everybody. I don't judge anybody. So to answer your question, yes, I do support all kind of people. And hopefully I answered your question correctly. So the next question is, what's your favorite animal? So for the longest time, my favorite animal was a panda. Even throughout my entire childhood, I loved pandas and like all the zoo animals, because I used to go to the zoo a lot when I was younger, and honestly I love all the animals. But my top 3 favorite animals are a panda, a peacock, and seahorses. Seahorses are so cute. I mean, especially in those like Disney movies. Like I think I've seen a couple in Little Mermaid and stuff like that. They're so cute, and I mean, I haven't seen one in real life. I actually seen a jellyfish when I went on vacation. I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but to answer your question, my favorite kind of animals are a panda, a peacock, and a seahorse. What's your dream car? Now, I actually don't have a dream car because like I'm not really thinking about that right now, so that will be a future question to answer. I don't really know right now. For the longest time I used to like Jaguars, but like right now I'm not really into cars, so I can't really answer that question, so I'm not sure about that one. So this is the last question of the Q&A that I'm going to be answering. So the last question is, what's your dream house? So I don't know how to answer this question because I don't know if you want me to answer this really specifically, but I'm gonna go a little bit into detail. So basically I want a medium-sized house. I don't want it to be like super small or super big, like a mansion. No, not anything close to a mansion, but I want it to be a medium-sized house, and I want there to be at least 3 rooms because let's say like I have a friend coming over, they can have somewhere to stay for the night. So I want to have 3 rooms. One is obviously going to be my gaming YouTube setup room, something along those lines, and then my bedroom, and then the other room can be a guest room. And then obviously all the basics, the kitchen, the washrooms, like a laundry room and stuff like that. So I want like a medium-sized house, and yeah, that would honestly be awesome. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that I answered all of your questions correctly. I had so much fun making this video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys!